Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the vlog. If you're new to the channel, I am Steve Chapman, and you are listening to just a breaking news thing that just is happening, just physically came out in the last few minutes. If you're new to the channel, I'm Steve Chapman. Before I get going, the angler list for the elites came out. Not the elites, for the Major League Fishing Bass Pro Tour just came out. And, well, I mean, we've been talking about four of them, but I think there's one on there that you might be surprised about. Actually, there's two on there that I was surprised about. If you don't know the whole thing behind Major League Fishing, a couple of years ago, a bunch of the guys, really 80 guys, almost 80 guys, left the elites and went and started the Bass Pro Tour. At the time it happened, it was the biggest news in the industry, by far the biggest news in the industry. And we all questioned, everybody who's in the industry questioned, what was going to happen? What was going to happen to Bass? I mean, Bass losing that many 80 anglers, well, it was pretty amazing, to be truthful. And it left a lot of questions on who was going to join the elites, who's going to join the Bass Pro Tour, who's going to stay with the elites. And it was one of those weird summers. I think everyone thought that when those 80 anglers left that Bass was going to be in trouble, but when it came back down to it, Bass wasn't in trouble. Bass has continued to be the strongest force in the industry. They are the people that we've all grown to love, that we follow consistently. The new anglers that they brought in, we've grown to love, and that we want to know more about them, and they're building the brand back to, I believe it's even better than what it was 2 years ago. It's crazy to even remotely say that. I took some criticism that I ventured out and said some stuff, but I deleted that video. But you got to remember, this is constructive. Sometimes I give constructive criticism. Other times I give you my opinion on things that I know. Today, though, we're going to talk about not one, not two, not three, not four, but five anglers. Five. 1, 2, 3, 4, five. If you've never seen that on the Dave Chappelle Show, you should go watch it. We're going to talk about five anglers not fishing the Bass Pro Tour next season. 5. They've brought one in, which is a little. The one that they brought in is probably the most surprising thing of all of them. But we'll start off. We talked about it at least 3, 4, 5 months ago. For sure, it's now official. Justin Atkins. Hopefully, I pronounced that name right, since I mispronounced 90% of all the names. Justin Atkins is not fishing the Major League Fishing Bass Pro Tour this year. Justin's also doing fantastic on he is doing fantastic on the Bass Central Opens, and probably will make a cut. Having said that, the tournament that they're at right now is proving to be, things are going to drastically change in points. Scott Martin was way up there. Yesterday, he didn't even weigh a fish, or he weighed one fish, I think. Or maybe he didn't. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think he weighed any fish yesterday. That's going to, unless he turns around today and does something completely different and get back up there, he could drop a bunch of places. Next, not fishing next year, Major League Fishing Bass Pro Tour, like we said another 4 or 5 months ago. Jason Christie, who's on fire. Jason Christie's one of the best anglers on the planet. And him going back to probably the elites is huge. Jason will dominate again over there. Jason was like the number one angler for years, and really is just amazing. Yeah, I'm going to try not to get heated up. Next, because I'm going to leave the last one. We talked about this one again. Greg Hackney. Greg Hackney had a brilliant day in the Central Open yesterday, and was in third place. So I would have to say he's going to be there too. Aaron Martin has either ice cold or red hot all year. Scott Martin. I mean, Scott is not having a good tournament. So Greg Hackney, probably going back to the Elites, another guy. I mean, the Elites have a great group of young anglers now. Adding these guys on, including the next person I'm going to talk about, Jacob Prosnick, having Atkins, because Atkins is really a good angler, Jason Christie, Greg Hackney, and Prosnick back to the Elites just adds more credibility and more oomph into what those guys are doing. I mean, they're already the best at everything at it. I mean, I know I take grief. I caught grief yesterday, but I should mention the commentator group has always been by far the best. The magazine's the best. The way they bring up their anglers is the best. And Major League Fishing is just trying to catch up to it. And really, now that they're doing that Fox Sports 1, this is only elevating Bass to the next level. It's surprising to think that it took such a drastic change and realignment for Bass to make these strides to become even better than they were a few years ago. That's really, really surprising. You want to know? I shouldn't even say surprising. There were a lot of people that knew it was going to happen. I mean, I just wasn't one of them. I couldn't read the future. But I mean, there are a lot of people that said, "Look, Steve, you're wrong," and I fully admit when I'm wrong. That's all right. Anyway, last but not least, one guy you might not know who is not fishing next year's Major League Fishing Bass Pro Tour, Mike Iaconelli. Is he using his little legacy card or legacy token or whatever the hell they call it? It's funny. Years ago, or is Iaconelli retiring? I think Iaconelli's going back to the Elites, and really, I think that's a great decision for Mike. I thought last year with Swindle and Brandon Palaniuk, I thought those guys going back was a brilliant decision, especially Palaniuk, who I can say his name. Maybe it isn't 90% of the people I can't pronounce their names. Anyway, those 5 guys are heading back. It looks like they're heading back. Imagine that. Mike Iaconelli, Jacob Prosnick, Greg Hackney, Jason Christie, and Justin Atkins. That is 5 studs. Now, here's the only takeaway. The minor takeaway. The real small, slightly, don't want to say that because I got in trouble last time. Slight takeaway. New to the Bass Pro Tour, John Cox. Now, I love John. I love John. John lives right down the street from me, to be honest. I've been to his house. I think he's one of the best anglers on the planet. I'm surprised by this. This one surprised me. This one really does surprise me because I actually thought he did very well on the Elites, and I thought he did very well with FLW too this year. But it looks like, I don't know if he's able to fish both. It looks like he's going to fish he's one of the guys that is going to fish the Bass Pro Tour, and he's also going to be one of the guys that fishes the pro circuit. I wish I knew the names of all the big 5 stuff. I don't. It's not that I don't care about it. It's just, it seems to change a lot. And that change, I don't want to say I'm not good with change, but it seems like it's been something different. Let me put this up here. Wow. Let's see. I will not miss Iaconelli when he retires. Great fisherman, excellent TV guy, but his tournament antics are not my cup. I agree. I somewhat agree with that. The screaming and yelling. Every fish is not a giant. I mean, it's like the guys on, well, I don't even want to go there. I'm going to try not to critique things too hard because people get their panties in a wad. They really do. It's honest. If you can't take an honest opinion or constructive criticism, you want to unsubscribe and goodbye. Later. I don't need you. Don't let the door hit you with the good Lord split you. And if I say hand to God that I'm not lying, I'm being honest, I can promise you I'm being 100% honest. Because that man up there upstairs is what matters to me. Anyway, big, giant news in the industry. Giant news. Those 5 guys leaving or going to fish the elites. I mean, if they qualify, it would be ridiculous for the elites not to let these 5 guys in, even if they don't have the points. I'm pretty sure Hackney, after yesterday, Hackney is going to get in there for sure. To have Prosnick, Christie, and Justin Atkins, they might not make the top 5, but I got a feeling the Bass is just going to go, you want to, we want you back. We want you to come with us. We want you to be part of what we're building to continue to be the best out there. And that's what you have here. So that is it, guys. I don't know what you guys think. I'd love to hear what your thoughts and comments are. Thank you. Thank you, Craig. I'd love to hear what your comments are. So leave a comment below and tell me what you think. Do these guys make the right decision? That's the question. Does this make the elites even stronger? Well, that's a stupid question. Yes, you don't have to answer that one. Who would you like to see back in the elites? That's the real question. Who would you like to see back into the elites? Who would you like to see go over to BPT? Anyway, guys, I hope you guys are having a blessed day. I hope you subscribe, like, comment, and click the notification bell. But I want to see your comments below in the YouTube channel. Answer me those questions. We're almost at 5K. When we hit 5K, I've got 3 great giveaways. 3. 1, 2, 3. So hit that subscribe button. Guys, I hope you're having a blessed day. Remember to take a kid fishing. I'm going to have some lunch. Get your fish on, and we will see you soon. Cheers, guys.